So Oleksandr Usyk, well, as most of you know, I've already done a video on him, and if you haven't seen it, go and check that one out. I'll try and leave the link in the description. And it was all about why Oleksandr Usyk is the perfect role model. And as of yesterday, he gave a perfect example of why he is the perfect role model. Although before I get into this one, I will say that he always is a good example. He's always acting in his best way, acting with dignity and respect, and being the best he can be. So I just thought I'd put that one out there before I continue with this one. So stick with this one and we'll discuss again our boy, Oleksandr Usyk. King D back with another one, and this video is called Oleksandr Usyk, showing us again why he's the perfect role model. So let's cover that breaking news, shall we? Because I'm very excited. I genuinely thought it wasn't going to happen, but here we are. Now it looks like it is. Although, fingers crossed, Fury doesn't throw another curveball and, I don't know, fake an injury or whatever. So let's get to the breaking news. So Fury has given Usyk a very cheeky, greedy offer. A 70-30 split. Now, as far as I'm aware, that's pretty much the standard mandatory split. Not a split you give to a guy who's got 3 belts and beat a big name like Anthony Joshua twice. Well, our boy Usyk, he's gone and called his bluff, hasn't he? And he's accepted the offer. Now, for one thing there, he's shown what he's really about. He is a true fighting man. He is an absolute warrior, and he has no interest in the money. He's shown what he's all about. And on the flip side, so has Fury. Now, Fury's exposed himself as a very greedy man. I think he's also shown doubt here in his own ability to actually beat Usyk, because he's been putting this off for a long time, and then given an offer that he would expect would be declined, because out of the principle, 70-30 split for a guy who's got 3 belts. I don't think so. That offer is insulting, it really is. But Usyk has shown it's not about the money, and he's willing to put it all on the line. He dares to be great, and he's not shackled by self-doubt, not one bit, because he works so hard. He couldn't push himself any harder than he does, so he has every faith in himself that he's done the hard work to beat the man. And if you look at his resume, he's always fought the best, and fought them in their own backyard as well, which it looks like he's going to be doing again. I mean, what a resume, seriously. And for another thing, he's shown his classic stoicism again, his constant stoic nature. Because any other fighter, they'd have got that offer from Fury, and they'd be angry. That would have hurt their ego and their pride. They're like, no, I'm not doing that. Whereas Usyk remained very calm. And if you watch his response, hats off to him. Seriously, it was the perfect response. He couldn't have responded any better. Now, if he'd have got emotional and got angry, he'd have acted irrationally. He would not have been able to sit there and think of the perfect response like he did. So that just goes to show his mental strength, that he doesn't let somebody get under his skin. He's in complete control of himself. And it was beautiful. If you've not watched his response video, check it out. Especially telling Fury as well to donate to the Ukrainian people. I thought that was fantastic. For one thing, I mean, most of Usyk's money, I imagine, it was going to the Ukrainian people anyway. Which again, I think Fury knows this, and it just goes to show how greedy he is. That's what Usyk's fighting for now. He's fighting for his people. And another thing, if Fury doesn't follow up on his demands, then it just goes to show what a piece of shit he is. And he's just going to look a bigger villain than he's already made himself out to be now, and as well. And I just thought about this while I've been recording this, so I'm adding it on. I can't be asked to film myself again. And what's really interesting is that they were quite firm on the 50-50. And I think this was a tactical move all along, because because Fury's been so quiet, and he has been very quiet about the whole thing. If he's talking about any fighter, he's talking about Ngannou or anybody else but Usyk, which to me was a bit suspicious anyway. So I think them being firm on the 50-50 lured Fury to come out publicly with his own offer of 70-30, which Usyk all along was going to be happy to take. And a part of me thinks it was a fantastic strategy to get Fury to publicly offer the fight, because he clearly didn't want it. I mean, if you go through all the things that have happened in the last 6 months, it's been Fury that's been the biggest pain in the arse. So they lured him into the trap, and he took the bait. I think it's fantastic. I really do. I'm chuffed to bits. So that one just about wraps it up anyway. And I like the video. Any Usyk fans that's come across this one, we're all about self-improvement, mental health, and some dating advice and some funny stories as well. So stick around, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, you're in good hands with King D. And as always, be the best you and do it for you. Cheers.